Can you hear that? It's like recording in progress. Okay, thank you for
Okay, got it.
All right, so ready? Welcome
Yeah.
back to the Unforgivable Podcast. This is your host, Cake, aka Can B. This is my host, Brent, aka Lil Murloc. He's a beast when it comes to the music. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Greetings. My name is Lil Murloc, aka Master Chef, aka Go 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 of all time. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Next time we have a section where you put in your social security card, your whole birth certificate, make sure you get everything so we know it's legit, dude.
Just get it tatted right here.
Yeah, that way we know it's like it's water tagged, everything's so fair with you, you know. All right, so what I kind of like to do here is just kind of talk about like different aspects in your own perspective of life, really in general. So, go ahead and tell me a little bit about your daily routine, like from when you wake up in the morning. Now that you're in Oklahoma, because we met each other here in Fort Worth, working at Amazon. We took a class together, and
Just true.
it was up and down, right? We had a guy that we worked that was with us, and he ended up he just stopped working with us. No, he felt that
Yeah,
he felt the
yeah,
charge.
he did. Yes, in the middle of the driving test, he was supposed to parallel park the truck, the van truck, one of those two, and he kept peeking out, peeking out, peeking out. And our instructor was like, "Yo, dude, this is accident prone, bro. Uh, get the fuck out of here."
We had a chance to like test out what the whole course was going to be about. So it's not like he just went in there and didn't know what the fuck was going on. We had
Correct,
to practice.
correct.
And then yeah, no, so we met each other in Fort Worth. We started working for Amazon for about what together. Well, you were there for about what, 2 months?
2 months, and then I got hit with COVID. So it forced me to not work um, for about I think 2.5 weeks. And then at that time, just trying to survive from COVID and everything, uh, I couldn't get back in. And they told me that I couldn't get back in without a negative test result, which I don't mind. Rules are rules. But then
Right.
I found out also
Were
by
you
a
getting
different
the
person.
test from like Dollar Tree?
Say it again.
They got like tests from the Dollar Tree for like $1 or something like that, where you can take like a quick nose swab and it tells you right then and there, either Dollar Tree or Walmart, something like that.
Well, so at the time I was living with my mom, and she actually ordered. Uh, I believe the president passed something where you can get free if you just order it online from his website. I don't know if it's the White House website. She totally did it all.
Oh, so yes, that's
Um,
sophisticated shit right there. I had that
yeah, it's
shit where it could be negative, it could be positive. Do you
correct.
feel like you have COVID? No, you're good. That's all he had. So you had COVID for about 2 weeks. How did that feel whenever you were on COVID?
Oh, dude, I literally thought I was gonna die, man. Uh, my pain receptors when it comes to sick, I'm a total baby. And my emotions, everything. I don't know. It's just like I'm big, strong, masculine man. But when I'm sick,
It's
um,
like everything's flipped upside down. You want
everything's
to
flipped side down, man.
put on a blanket,
Um,
dude. Like
correct.
baby the fuck out of me when I'm sick.
So the thing about me is so I'm really good at music, very talented, but there's a con of that. When I get sick, I'll have a song stuck in my head, and at the time the song it was Vanilla Ice,
Uh,
Ice Ice Baby, and it was just like I heard it once because there was a commercial playing. I was watching Harry Potter, and a commercial played, and I turned it off because I wanted to fucking pass out, vertigo, dizziness, body aches. So I was like, "Fuck this." But the song from the jingle from the commercial, I think it was like an insurance commercial or something, it was stuck in my head. So I'm just like in pain, ice, ice, baby, ow. It was just fucked,
It's
dude. It
like
was just
stuck in
so
your head,
fun.
playing over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Legendary.
correct.
All right, so after Amazon, you what happened? Okay, so after Amazon, you were going through some personal things, and then you moved over to OKC. And OKC is where
Correct.
you found no, you moved out to OKC with a friend, and then that's where you ran into your music label artist, like who your producer.
Yeah, he's a friend. He's an engineer. Um, Shout out to United Records. Really good, really cool people.
Yeah,
Um,
Records actually is
and
very well known.
yeah, in Oklahoma, very on the local side, they run the game. I want to say west and south side area. So shout out to United Records. They're really good people. Yeah, the homie, he's an engineer. His name's Cade. Really cool person. And I just showed him my music, and he's like, "Oh yeah, come through." And then the owner is called the Wizard, and they're always looking for engineers too.
Wizard,
I'm
dude,
like,
that's a
man, I can
legendary. That's
do.
a goated name, the Wizard.
Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. I said that, it was all love. And some dude, I forgot his name. We did exchange socials. I have to relook at my Instagram. I'm horrible with names, but he was in the mid printing vocals,
Yeah,
and I hopped in there, was smoking fatties, and
fuck
I was
yeah,
like, "Yo!" And he came out. I was like, "Yo, can I hop on that?" And he's like, do you have bars written?" And he's like, "Wait, never mind, just freestyling it." Like, bet.
exactly. My
So I
boy,
hopped in the yeah, facts, bro.
like
So I
freestyle.
hopped in the booth, and then I just laid down, a 16 with a couple of ad libs. I did a little ad libs on his vocals, but it's kind of hard because he's doing the lyrics that he's doing at the time is scam rap, like Babytron, because that's the kids. That's how they, how you can eat nowadays. So I can't knock the hustle.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah,
I hopped on that, and they kept it, and things have just been skyrocketed ever since, man.
yeah. You spent what about an hour in the studio? Like how?
I did. I think I did 3 hours there because I did wanted to chill and check out their plugins. I'm a hardware slut, so I had to check out the plugins.
Yeah, no. Did you get any food there at least while you were there?
No, me and the homie actually decided to go get Freddy's. I'm not sure if there's one in Texas, but it's a frozen custard and burger joint, kind of like a 50s diner vibe.
My
And we
niece,
ate there.
my 19. Well, I think she's like about to be 20 years old now. She worked at Freddy's Custard down in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So shout out to Las Cruces for that.
Shout out, dude. They got the best. Hey, if you're ever there, make sure you after you order, you say hold the custard, and so they hold it and it makes it a little bit warmer. I forgot what is the exact thing, but like that's their swag. They're suave, if
Yeah,
you
it's
will.
fine. It reminds me of Caliche. They had Caliches. It's like
Say that
another
again.
Caliches.
I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a frozen custard place. I think it's like still like mostly west side of town, west side of the
Okay.
US. And they have like frozen custards, hot dogs. They were so famous for their hot dogs, dude. Like
Oh.
my favorite was a chili cold. I think it was like a slaw dog, chili slaw dog is what they called it. It was a chili dog
Huh.
with a regular bread, with a regular Frank. I think it was a ballpark hot dog. Now that I think about it, and they put like coleslaw on top of it, dude. Oh my god, it was like just the amount of flavor in this hot dog. I've never wanted a glizzy more in my life. When I think about a fucking chili slaw dog, bro.
Is
It,
it? I don't know, man. Costco has the best dogs, bro.
Costco or Sam's Club?
Yeah, Costco, man.
Costco. I fucks with Sam's Club, bro. I fucks with
Okay, I haven't tried Sam's Club, so I may have to concede on this and say I might have to agree with you. But I don't know. Costco is the shit, dude, because
Costco.
they've always kept it a
I've
dollar
never
fifty,
had Costco's,
and you get a drink.
and I've never had Costco's neither. Right? So
Okay,
that's the
okay.
stuff that we have to fucking try to get, like, because I think there's a Costco's not too far away from the house, but I don't have a membership. But I don't think you need a membership to go, right?
Yeah, to go to the food court, you don't need a membership.
See, there we go. Next plans, fucking. And how far is where you're at from Fort Worth?
9 hour drive.
Oh yeah, see, I was gonna say maybe just been a weekend or something like that, bro. Like, nah, bro. I'm gonna have to make sure I plan out a full fucking week if I want to go to see you in fucking OKC. But
Facts,
that's
bro.
gonna be plans in the future though, for sure, bro. Because
It would be beautiful because there's a bunch of dispensaries all over. There's more dispensaries than gas stations. So, walk fucking 20 feet and yeah, dude, there's signs, billboard signs saying pre rolls. $4. 1.5 gram, $4, and you're like, that's must be shit. But no, it's like, so some of the locals are showing me pictures, and there's like white hair nugs, and it's not just like swag and seed joints. It's like, mwah.
Wow, bro. And you've been chiefing on that. How much would you compare, like out of all the places that you've been to, which I'm not sure if you've been to any other places besides Texas and Oklahoma, but what other places do you think has the best weed?
California, man, born and raised, dude.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. We get points in this fucking show.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so right before you moved out to Oklahoma, you were working for a tech company, right? So you worked there for about what 2 or 3 weeks. And one thing that you did say that you would enjoy doing without getting paid for, right, is being able to build up tech. Now, tell me a little bit more about your like past with that.
I guess since I've been yay high, um, I've been hardcore into tech, man. I guess it's because my pops, he has his bachelor's in computer science and computer networking,
Sure, yeah.
and I was just watching him. I gravitated into it, and then when I was 9 years old, I got my first computer, and it was a fucking wrap for the planet, dude.
Yeah.
Um, and then it took a little by little. Like my very first experience with the computer was installing a video game called Red Alert Command and Conquer.
Oh yeah.
It's a very it's like a military game if for people who don't know at home.
Yeah.
And I just got so infatuated with it, and then I just started learning more of technology and realize it's our superpower. Realize like, yo, um, I just had visions, especially after doing hard amounts of drugs. Augmented reality came into my head, and smartphone technology before it existed. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a thing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The future of human. Who would have thought technology was going to grow to be as big as it is today?
Correct.
I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking to, forget his name. He was a social media, one of, I'd say he helped build social media as big as it is today. And he ended up stopping after a while, right? Because at that point, it went from something that you enjoy to something that's just making you money. And we all know that once you start to just focus on the money, that's when you suck all the joy out of what you want to do, right? Because then it's like it's a money grab, not an actual like I enjoy doing this. Then it's like, oh, I have to do this for the money. Does that make sense?
I believe it. I believe it because it's so. Let's be real. Social media, um, as much as it's good, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
The bigger the company, yes, we all connect and all find the spiciest memes, and hilarious videos and blah blah blah, and be able to grow independently, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's also the other side of that coin is it's very detrimental society, and it's detrimental to the youth and easily impressionable folks out there.
Yeah, because a lot of people just want their lives to be like this imaginary life on social media. And it's like
Correct.
you still have
Correct.
the little bits and pieces outside of social media that needs to be taken care of. A lot of people just neglect it. And that's weird to me. Like that's so weird to me how like you'll people will neglect the like piece like you only see what you see on social media. And then outside of that, once the camera's off, they're very neglectful. Like they won't really pay attention to their kids, or like they're living this mirage of sadness and like despair because their life in social media isn't their actual life in real life.
Yes, I agree with that statement 300% because um, one of my best friends, very close, he told me, even though the technology that we're in the state we are in now,
Mm-hmm.
we are still living in the wild, wild west days of the internet.
Whoa.
Because the people in office have no fucking idea how to operate a smartphone, let alone what the fuck to regulate and check people on the internet. And if they do start regulating and checking people, the dude that's getting checked will start greasing palms, you know? And so like, shit, I'd rather take this cash. They don't realize that their greed is actually more detrimental to society and to a planet as whole, because no matter if you're in California or Japan, you can access Instagram. No
Yeah.
rhyme intended.
Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't, because it's
Correct.
that much power. So does Twitter.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
Alex, I think his name is Alex Berenson. He was the first guy to get banned from Twitter, and then he took Twitter to court and sued Twitter and won the fucking lawsuit, right? Then they get to the
Wow.
bottom of why Twitter banned him to begin with, because that was the main question. Like, why are you banning him to begin with? All he made was a post saying that COVID or the vaccine. He was saying that the vaccine doesn't really. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. All right, we're good. Saying that the vaccine doesn't really help. It's just like people are getting it, and they're still gonna be able to pass the virus around. They're still gonna be getting sick, and the vaccine is just like a placebo. You know, I'll say that in air quotes in case they cancel me.
Yeah. See, I'm a man of science. I believe vaccines do work because my mom, she's actually a doctor, a respiratory therapist, and she told me how vaccines work is they have a recipe for a cake, and it's a really good analogy. And let's just say we have the recipe for a perfect vanilla cake, right? The base, you know how you buy the box, you put and you go get the egg, the milk, blah blah blah. You're removing an ingredient of that makes it a vanilla and putting it in calling it now chocolate. So you can say the vanilla is like the common cold, or syphilis, some sort of this. This is because technology has surpassed our expectations, and especially in medicine, hardcore in medicine. And it's the same thing but
Yeah.
it's just a firewall. It's not a cure. It's just to prevent it from happening.
And I think that's where a lot of people really got the whole vaccine thing mixed up, is because they were looking
Correct.
for this one hit quit, like one hitter fix.
Correct.
And it's simply
Correct.
not what it is, you know? But they don't tell you that COVID doesn't really affect people who are in good health. People like me, people like you. COVID really is very fatal when it comes to people who are overweight, people who don't take care of their body, and people who are older, right? So, Jimmy, who's 65 years old, who's never exercised a day in his fucking life, he gets COVID and then he dies. People look at that
Correct.
and they're like, oh, well, that must be happening to me. And it's like, no, Jimmy decided that he wasn't going to take care of his life, so he has to deal with those types of consequences. Now, what we have to do is learn from Jimmy's mistakes and apply it to our everyday lives, But people don't think that way. People don't think that way.
Yeah, yeah. It's the internet. Some of these people need to go outside and touch grass. They have lived on the internet their whole lives since in diapers. They don't know the outside realities, and so now they're basement dwellers without ever touching World of Warcraft, and that's sad.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. World of Warcraft. I played RuneScape. That was my thing when I was.
I tried so. I wanted to get into RuneScape. I tried to, but the time I was in junior high, I was seventh grade, and at the time I want to get into RuneScape, the people that influenced me to get into it, they all actually separated. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. They got kicked out. They got arrested. Just whatever. And so I played like an hour or two alone, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go back to World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, I installed it here because of you guys, but I've known my friends in real life to play with.
Yeah, World of Warcraft took the world over by storm. That and fucking Club
Correct.
Penguin. You remember
Yes.
Club Penguin?
Yes, I do actually, and I didn't get into Club Penguin because at the time when it was released, I was still more older. I got into Counter Strike, and then I almost became pro at Counter Strike. I was doing a thing called CAL. It's
Yeah.
called Cyber Athlete League, and you can actually look me up.
Okay.
Search Brent on legit-proof.com, and you can search me up. And I was in that league, so it's like
That's crazy.
Yes. So at the time, I
'Cause
didn't play
I don't
club
even
playing. I was
remember.
on to
I don't
yes.
remember any of my fucking old passwords and usernames, dude.
So I still have my Steam account. I have a what they call a 6-digit Steam account. No, 5-digit Steam account. And for all the OGs out there, they know what that means.
Yeah, if you know, you know. All right, so what inspires you, right? So like what's some things that keep you going now? Because obviously you've had a lot of personal issues that really kind of made you feel like low in life. And you still have to wake up in the morning and you still have to put your shoes on, still have to go to work and get things done. Well, tell me a little bit about what keeps you going.
Um, for the first, I'm 30 now, but um,
The
for
old
the first, yeah, yeah, for the first 27 years of my life, the inspiration came from Mac Miller, uh, rest that man's soul.
rest
But
in
ever
peace.
since he's passed, the world hasn't been the same, and it's been hard to find inspiration. I mean, I did find some with OVO a
Yeah,
little bit,
yeah. See the drip,
you know, appreciate it.
dip
But
them.
then, like lately now with the internet and becoming hardcore PC, and can't really say how you feel, and like the hive mind and the betas have taken over.
Yeah,
It's hard to have inspiration these days. But lately now,
yeah,
it's my daughter, bro.
yeah.
I'm waking up to be able to put food on her plate and trying to get socks and shoes for her.
Bless, bless. And how old is she now?
She's 2 years old.
Oh man, blessings, blessings.
Thank you, thank you.
Is she brunette like you, or is she blonde or?
Um, yeah. So she actually, yeah, she has her mom's hair color, um, which is brunette to towards blonde, so it's like a dirty blonde.
Mm.
But then she has my texture, so she will have
More like you.
massive curls. Yeah, she will have. That's the thing about me. If I grow my hair out, I'll get curls, so it looks like I got a perm 24/7. And so she'll get curls, my texture, but her hair color.
Ah, and you think she'll be more like you, like personality wise? Do you think she'll be more like you or more like her?
Like me, yeah, yeah. My baby moms tells me that the things that she does and interacts and speaks and her mannerisms is just a copy and paste of I.
That's cute. And I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like the kid takes up primarily after the father, and they do the mother. But it all
100%.
upbringing, right? So tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
Um, so I was born and raised in California for the first 22 years. Born in Barstow. Um, I was a I was a how do I say a punk child. I got kicked out a lot of schools. Went to continuation school in high school. Uh, um,
You're a
it was
troubled
just
kid.
hard. Parents. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, so you were a troubled kid, huh?
I was yes, yeah, always causing
Troubled
her
at
havoc.
school and troubled at home.
Correct. Parents are divorced. Got into gang affiliation, gang culture to, I guess, to escape what was going on in my life. Drugs, chasing after women.
Anything to get you
Um,
going on.
Correct. And then I started getting into tagging too. That's how I kind of got into gang affiliation. So I would tag up spots. Uh, um, and then growing up, though, in the midst of that, I did find an outlet which was music. Thank the Lord,
Right?
and that helped me to escape that.
You know, I read something that said if you want to inspire somebody, put it in music. If you want somebody to not look at your stuff, put it in a book. You know?
Well, yeah. I've came to realize that when I'm talking to people, I can tell them like, "Yo, this is how you make a milli easy."
Yep.
This and that, blah blah blah. They're like, "Yeah, cool." But if I like give them bars or if I give them a track, they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
bars," and
Still
so
that
they're
shit.
like have energy and
I'm
they'll
ready to go
do
take
it.
on the world.
I'll take on the world. Yeah, correct.
Okay. And then so yeah, no, I mean I get that. And then so as we're running down here, we got like a minute left. Um yeah. What about what do you want for the future? Real quick in the last minute, tell me a little bit more about like what you want in the future. What are
I
your
want more.
goals?
So there's an Arabic word called Dean. and I want more Dean on this planet.
You want
Yeah,
more?
Deen. Dean, yeah. I want more Dean on this planet.
Tell me that. What's Dean?
So it's like an Arabic slash Islamic word for like humanitarian, praising God more, and just being and respecting thy neighbor. It's like it's more than just like I can't be very vague about it. It's so much specifics into one word, like a lifestyle too.
I see. I see. Me personally, I think like there needs to be more love in our culture. So I think that's a
Facts, man.
very insightful way of going about that. Definitely. Well,
Facts.
I think tell me a little bit more about your like how your pandemic life was. So we'll go dating back to around late 2019, heading into 2020 and on.
So, I was working at. I have a perfect story. I was working at Shan's Valeting, downtown Jacksonville, Florida, and at the time, I uh, I got I was doing the valet parking, and some guy, fucking asshole, parked in there into a spot that he wasn't supposed to be parking because it's private park. You have to pay to be there, or you have to have a handicap, and he had neither.
Mm.
And I usually wouldn't care, but he's putting his hand in my pocket, bro, to make bread, bro. I need this, man. I need the money, bro.
Right.
I live off of tips. I live off of that shit. So I got in with him. I played it by the book. Went to talk security, and my manager also came through because he got walkie-talkied in, and so it was like 3 to 4 heads and shit. And after everything's done, they didn't even talk to him because he left, so the party's already over. 2 days later, my manager calls me and was like, "Yo, Brent, don't come to work." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "The dude that you got into it called one of the directors there and said that you cussed him out and this and that and the third."
Oh,
Uh, and
that
and I'm like,
everybody.
"Right." And so they want you fired without hearing my side of the story or anything. It's like,
Fuck.
fine, fine, whatever. That happened. And I'm like, I go home. I'm like, this is fucked up. Didn't even get my side of the story. This guy parked here illegally. He broke the law. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 2.5 weeks later, the world gets shut down, and not just the world gets shut down. I'm getting my Google News updates. That specific hospital had over a couple of hundred deaths in COVID.
Oh, oh my God.
So it was like a blessing in disguise, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, kind of sticks it to that guy that fucking
Correct. It's like jokes on you, buddy. I missed the first wave.
that fucking guy. He's like, oh, I'm finally sticking it to this fucking ballet, dude. Gonna get him fired.
Yes,
And then the
right,
world shuts down with COVID, dude. Like, what a stick in his craw.
right,
Here, you take my job,
right.
I take your fucking health away.
Yeah, I'll take your health away. Yeah, like it's Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is watching over, bro. You guys, your opinions can keep changing your mind and blah blah blah, but the lore of the planet trumps opinions.
Wow. The Lord of the Planet Trump's opinions. Hopefully not Donald Trump's opinions. At least you'll
No, no, no.
at least when you file for bankruptcy, you'll still get paid.
They still get paid. Yeah,
Still get
capitalistic
paid.
America. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so tell me what your outlook is on life. Like, where do you see, I guess, to be more broadened up? Um, well, go for it. Whatever you think right there. Like, when I tell you what's your outlook on life, what does that speak to you? Right.
So my outlook on life, man, is honestly just to spread, beauty and honesty, and treat everybody like how you want to be treated. I know that's like some sucker shit, sim shit, but at the end of the day, I fully believe, bro,
Yeah.
there would be more loyalty, more honesty, less kidnapping, less violence in the world, where a baby can stick his head in a lion's mouth type of peace. If everybody was just
After
transparent with each other.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good analogy. I mean,
Thank you.
it's a pretty insane one, but it's a good analogy.
Yeah, just top of the dome, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because somebody told me that you have to have faith as a child, right? So the fact that you bring up having like a baby putting its head into a tiger's mouth and not understanding the complications of the consequences by doing things, it's like you have faith that nothing's going to happen to you. Whereas people who are
Correct.
committed in living, I think they're so worried about this, that, and the other thing, whether or not it's going to pan out the way that they want it to, which is why there's so many people, like even myself, I struggle with going out and taking that first step and just doing it because I think something's going to go wrong with it instead of just doing it and, you know,
I would honestly, the best advice for that, in my honest opinion, remember this is subjective. Um,
right.
Go ahead and fall. Go ahead and fall. Go ahead and jump. When a baby when a in a nest, mama bird has a baby bird. When it's time for the baby bird to learn how to fly, the mama bird pushes the baby bird out of the nest,
Yeah.
and the baby bird just instinctively is gonna flap its wings. Is like, oh shoot, dude, I'm fucking doing this shit, bro.
Go fly.
So yeah, we're flying. Yeah, there may soften the blow and it'd be like, ow, my head hurt, but like at the same time, that
Yeah.
pain is not gonna last forever. But yeah, at least you gain that skill, and you're like, oh shit, I know how to fly now, so they don't live back up.
Yeah, yeah. See, and I could give you another example. I was practicing on my skateboard today, and I'm going downhill fast as fuck. And I just got my skateboard like 3 days ago, so I'm like trying any chance I get to like ride on my skateboard, I take it. So this is big ass hill from Planet Fitness coming back to my house. It's only like a short drop, dip, and a skip away. And I'm going downhill, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of picking up a lot of speed here. And then out of my corner of my eye, I see this guy walking kind of towards me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I lose focus. I fall, and it's like a tree going down. Timber. I biff it hard as shit, bro. I got the nastiest scrape on my knee. Luckily, I had pads,
Uh,
so it was like
right.
could have been worse.
Hey, bro, I understand that life. I have two scars on my back because of skateboarding.
Yeah. At
Um,
the end of the day, it's like, even though you take those falls and those bumps, that's just experience to a point to where now, next time that I'm going down there, I know I got to make sure my feet are properly set. I got to make sure that I'm focused, fully focused. And whenever I'm going downhill, I got to kind of lean just a little bit and bend my knees a little bit more. That way I'm not falling back or falling forward.
do you know what kind of board you got? Your setup?
I can show it to you. I'm not sure the exact
I would,
name of it, but it's a 31 incher.
it's a trick board, right?
Yeah, I want that right here. It's a dragon on the side of it, on the backside.
Oh, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Do you know what kind of trucks those are? I can't see the name.
Um, I don't, dude. I'm not sure
That's
like
okay,
this.
man. That's okay.
Well,
Okay, cool. That's cool, man. That's cool.
mm,
I'm happy for you, bro.
they got good stuff, but it's like something that I just started. Like now, I haven't just started, but like skateboarding has always been an interest of mine. But I was always like, nah, I don't think it's for me. Don't think it's for me, even though I'm so invested and interested in it. I'm like, I don't think it's for me. And then I'm like, I finally get it. And of course, like it's rough. Like it's gonna suck. Like I'm gonna fall a ton of times, and that's something that I'm prepared to do because I'm interested in it. I can do this, and I can fall 9 times out of 10, and I enjoy it because it's something that I love. You know?
Facts. Well, when I'm back in Dallas, man, I would love to skate sesh with you, skate tranny, bro. Or I love skating tranny. It's the most fun, but it's not. It's less tricks involved unless you're hitting that A ramp, bro. But
Yeah. No, I mean, I just
yeah,
like skate. As far as tricks
that's
shit goes, they can leave that at the fucking skate park.
I could teach. I would love. It would be my pleasure, and I would love to teach you, man. I can do nollie tray. I can do a three flip. Um, I can do
What's the
a
hardest
heel,
trick? What's the hardest trick that you can do, but like it took you forever to pull it off?
a nollie tray for sure.
Oh,
Nollie tray.
good.
Yeah,
It's with
it's where instead of alling regularly, you're alling off the nose with your off foot. Yeah,
Oh,
so it's like relearning to ollie all over again, plus an extra
it's
uh,
just
uh,
that's what's going on.
trick involved.
See, that's beautiful. I mean, that's some shit that it probably would take me a while to figure that out myself. I won't even lie to you.
But I believe you can do it, man. You
Yeah,
just have to get your what is it called? Your 1,000 ollies out of the way, and you'll be straight.
1,000 ollies. Once I get to 1,000 ollies, that's when everything's gonna go by fucking fluently, huh?
Like this, man, like this.
That's what I like about you. You're so optimistic.
Of course, man. And plus, so when it comes to skateboarding, I always stick with girl, bro. Girl boards are the best. Especially the whole team. You got Malto,
What's the
Guy
difference
Mariano.
between girl and guy boards? Like, what's the biggest
Oh,
difference?
it's not like a gender thing. It's just the company name is called Girl.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's smart.
Yeah, yeah, because a group of dudes in the '80s, they were skating, and a lot of times people are like, "Oh, you guys skate like girls. You should quit skating." And they're like, "Dude, a lot of hardcore people are like, yo, if all these people keep calling us we skate like girls, you know what? We're gonna start a skateboard company called Girl." And so they made that, and now it's the number one,
Yeah,
bro. It's like how football, Patriots the football, Lakers the NBA. You get what I'm saying,
yeah,
right?
girls to skateboard. I like it.
Yeah, girl
I love it.
skateboards, man.
Your girl
Girl,
that
girl,
skateboards hit my line. To skate together.
facts, bro. And if anybody is watching this that is a skateboarder, Sean Malto is the best, the Overcrook God, who is also on Girl. Shout
Better
out
than
to
Tony Hawk. You think he's better than Tony Hawk?
Street, yes. Tranny, no.
Oh, okay. That's something we can agree on. That's something we can agree on.
Yeah, no. Tony. See, the thing is, Tony Hawk is cool, but he doesn't know how to. He can't overcrook 14 stairs.
Really?
Yeah, and Sean Malto's the god of that, bro.
It's
Woo.
it's a weird statistic for somebody to know. You know, like I
Well,
didn't know that.
that's common knowledge. When you deep dive into it, you look at the pros, you look at the legends, you look at the old gods, and they have their own specific style. You know, Najee Houston, who's the best of all time right now,
Yeah,
his blunt slides, crazy. His blunt
phenomenal,
slides are so crazy.
phenomenal. I love the way he puts his own touch to it in a way that like
Yes,
anybody else tries to mimic it. It's it's one of the most difficult tricks to learn.
correct, correct. Especially he had I think it was a Nike SB video, or I'm not sure if it was Thrasher. But I think it was like a 14 stair blood slide, and he fell straight on his face and got to try it again and landed that shit.
Insane, bro. Because somebody like me, if I land on my face, bro, I'm probably taking at least about a week, 2 weeks off from skateboarding. And he just gets back
Correct.
and shreds it again, right?
Gets back up. Yes. Yeah, man. Skate or
Insane.
die, bro.
The motto of the year, skate or die. That's insane. All right, so here at the end, bro, go ahead and give out your plugs, anything that people want to get to know you on, stuff like that. Go ahead and give your piece.
Yeah, man. Follow me at any social media, Lil Murloc. That's LilMurloc. Google it, Instagram it, SoundCloud it, whatever your personal preferences.
Oh, that's tough. Lil Murloc is such a goaded name, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right,
Murlocs are the best species.
Murlocs, yeah, because you got that from D&D, right?
World of Warcraft, actually.
World of Warcraft. That's it. I was like, there's so many places. Dungeons and Dragons, World of Warcraft, fucking RuneScape. There's a lot of awesome RPG games out there, dude.
Correct. And in today's age, who hasn't touched an MMORPG, whether it be Roblox, Minecraft, WoW, RuneScape, Elden Ring? Who
And
hasn't touched any RPG, bro?
of War. I mean, really, there's so many fucking RPG games out there. If you haven't, then you just haven't lived yet.
Not just that, I feel that you're out of touch with reality and you're not hanging with the culture. Last time I checked now, hip hop and video game culture is like this now, dude. How many
Yeah,
motherfuckers play Call of Duty, bro? How
bro.
many motherfuckers?
Everybody. If you don't know Call of
Everybody,
Duty,
dude.
you've literally been living in a rock. Drake. There's
Correct.
different NFL stars that play OBJ. You can. I think if Messi had a game console, I'm pretty sure Messi fucking probably plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, who doesn't play video games, man?
Maybe.
It's you. Yeah, you got to be living under a rock, or you're out of touch with reality.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Abdul, I appreciate your time, man. It
It's
was a
my pleasure for having me, man.
show. I'll have to have you again. I would. You want to do some more?
I would love to. Yeah. Anytime. Just hit me up. You have my info. Just. Uh,
Because it's
yeah.
therapeutic, bro. Like you said earlier, like whenever we talk, it feels therapeutic to a way that we can kind of get
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
Man. Well, anyways, bro, you have a good rest of the night, bro. I'll catch up with you afterwards, all right?
Yeah, man. God bless.
I think that's it.